Have you ever gotten sick and taken medicine to feel better? Well, believe it or not, some insects do the same thing. Today, we're looking at one of the coolest survival tricks in the insect world, self-medication.
That's right, self-medication isn't just for humans. Insects can recognize when they're infected by parasites or pathogens and modify their behavior to protect themselves. Self-medication means these insects use chemicals from plants, fungi, or environment to reduce disease. Insects don't all self-medicate in the same way. In some cases, insects change their diet, some change their behavior, and some even change how they care for their babies. These behaviors evolved because insects that figured out these tricks were more likely to survive and pass on their genes.
Self-medication plays an important role in ecology by shaping how insects interact with pathogens and each other. Honeybees display these behaviors and it can protect their entire colonies. Scientists call this social immunity because the behavior reduces disease across a group instead of one insect at a time.
When their colony is infected by certain pathogens, bees increase their collection of plant resins, which are sticky substances full of antimicrobial compounds. They use these resins to make propolis, sort of acts like the colony's immune-boosting glue that slows down fungal growth. It makes the hive safer for everyone.
Other insects use chemicals to change how attractive they are to parasites. Some species increase their protein intake when they're at high risk for infection. A higher protein diet makes their blood less appealing to pathogens, almost like they're raising their defenses before the fight even starts. That's called prophylaxis, taking actions before infection hits.
Monarch butterflies also practice self-medication, except they don't take medicine themselves. The moms medicate their babies. Female monarchs infected with a parasite called Ophriocytis electrospira lay their eggs on milkweed plants with higher levels of toxins. These toxins help the caterpillar offspring survive infection. That's like a mom choosing the healthiest baby food, but with serious chemistry involved.
These ecological strategies can influence the prevalence of parasites, host survival, and even the health of insect communities. Self-medication also plays a role in evolution by showing how insects adapt under selective pressure from parasites.
Take the Grammea incorrupta, for example. It's a fuzzy little caterpillar that looks harmless, but it's actually a tiny pharmacist. These caterpillars get attacked by parasitic flies that lay eggs inside their bodies. Sounds scary, right? Here's a twist. When they're infected, Grammea caterpillars start seeking out plants with toxic chemicals called pyrrolizidine alkaloids, or PAs. These toxins normally taste awful and slow their growth, so normally healthy caterpillars avoid them. But the infected ones eat the toxins on purpose because it kills off the parasites before the parasites can kill them.
This behavior is actually called adaptive plasticity. It's when insects adapt behaviors to maximize survival when infection risk is high. Sometimes self-medication doesn't outright kill the parasite, but simply helps the insect or host tolerate the infection better. Over time, these insects gain a fitness advantage, allowing them to reproduce and survive.
Overall, self-medication is not a random behavior. It is shaped by multiple host-parasite interactions and works to help insects have the best chance of survival. In terms of entomology, self-medication reveals the complexity of insect behavior and their interactions with other organisms.
Insects don't just rely on instinct, they're reacting to real changes inside their bodies. Sometimes parasites can mess with their host hormones or nervous system to make them behave in ways that help the parasite spread. But here's the twist. Sometimes those manipulated behaviors end up benefiting the insect instead. Their immune systems can hijack the hijacking, turning parasite manipulation into a self-defense strategy.
So, you're probably wondering why this even matters. Studying self-medication in insects helps scientists understand how animals make use of their environment to stay healthy. It also teaches us something important. Evolution can shape not only bodies, but behaviors, like knowing what to eat and when.
And honestly, it's interesting. Insects may be tiny, but they're problem solvers.
So the next time you see a caterpillar munching on a leaf, remember it might not just be eating its lunch. It could be just taking its medicine.
Thanks for listening about bug doctors.